What's going on, guys? I wanted to shoot a quick video about discipline. In this video, I'm going to break down why it's hard for certain people to achieve discipline. I'm going to share with you struggles that I'm seeing with people in discipline and why. I hope you enjoy. Let's go. Okay, so I briefly had a call with a friend of mine that's a business owner who's done a ton of business. I mean, a lot. And I started to see this trend. I was just sitting outside at the fire pit. My wife came out and I just started talking, kind of complaining, which is never good, just about what's kind of going on. And I realized something that is really powerful about discipline that I don't see a lot of people talking about. And this is what I think is the hardest part about being disciplined. The hardest part that I've noticed with entrepreneurs that are doing over $1 million in yearly revenue is boredom. It's boredom. It is the number one thing. Most of the entrepreneurs that are doing 7 figures, that are trying to get to 8, what they have a hard time doing is doing the same thing and doing more of it and doing a better job of it. It isn't delegation. It isn't none of that stuff. What happens is they start working really hard. They get really disciplined. They start getting results. The results tend to create more operational type stuff. They think they're delegating that stuff, but they're actually abdicating it. But then once they actually delegate it well and they actually get a real leader in place that can help really take on the operational stuff, the hard part is they get bored. And what they don't think is, let me do the same thing, just more of it. Let me increase the amount that I'm doing and keep doing it for years. Let me give you the perfect example of this and the fruit of what happens when someone keeps doing the boring thing. All right? Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey has built literally a hundreds of millions of dollar empire. And guess what he does? The same thing over and over. He talks to the same people about the same things. They call in with the same questions about the same things that he has answered hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. And what has it done for him? It has created more cash flow than any of us could ever imagine. He didn't stop. He did create new products that other people run, that he holds them accountable to, but he still does his thing. He still shows up for his live call to answer questions from people who he probably has talked to the same people multiple times. And he still brings the same energy every time. Now, does he do interviews and all? Yes, but he's created an empire. And guys, do you think maybe there's days he wakes up and he goes, man, this is boring. Here we go again. I'm sure of it. But he still does it. Does he write books? Yes, he does all this stuff, but he has the money to do it. And so what I've noticed is the most disciplined people often will do the boring things, the thing that they're boring. They'll say no to the shiny objects and they'll do the boring things until they create radical results, until they create radical amounts of money, and then they'll do them even more. And then anything that comes out from that, they give that and create a system around it and find leaders to run it. And then they keep that thing going. And so if you're at the 7-figure level and you're going, all right, I'm kind of finding myself in the weeds. All right, now I'm not out of the weeds, but now I have all this time on my hands. What do? Do more of what works. The hardest part of discipline isn't doing the thing. It's saying no to the things that come up and looking at the boring things that work and salivating over those things. If that is you, if you're here and you're going, man, that's me, keep doing what works. Most of you are not geniuses. They're going to come up with radically new things every year that are going to help you get where you want to go. No, you're just going to do the thing that you're doing really, 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 really well. And then plug that thing away and go and go and go. Boredom scales. The boring things scale. We always try to create new things, but it's the plumbers, the HVAC workers, the ones that just keep showing up and showing up and showing up and multiplying and multiplying and multiplying. They are the millionaires. They are the millionaires. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all those people, they are the exception. They are the exception. And so you can have all the freedom you want. I love that Jocko says, discipline creates freedom. It does. Discipline creates freedom. And what I would say is boring things done consistently creates discipline, is discipline. And that discipline creates the freedom you want in life. So salivate over the boring, because that's what no one wants to do. But if you do it well and keep showing up and you actually like it and you look forward to the boring and you go, this is the thing that's going to set me free, you're ahead of the curve. You're going to crush it. Don't give up. Go after this thing. Be disciplined, but seek the boring things, because boring things scale. Let's go.